Cody here from Portland Volvo. I am super excited. The all-new 2016 Volvo XC90 is here. I'm going to make a very thorough, detailed video of every aspect of the XC90, but I really wanted to take a moment to make a quick video of the difference between the two. I happen to have a 2014 original style Volvo XC90, and then this is the 2016 Volvo XC90. So immediately from the front, what you can realize is the lights, the grille, the skid plating on the bottom, the fog lights. It looks like an XC90. I think they look like they have the same DNA, but Volvo really did an all out on designing the front of this. So first thing you'll notice is the Thor's hammer headlights. These are amazing, and they do all sorts of cool, amazing stuff. They have active high beam, they bend around corners, etc., etc. You'll also notice the grille piece differences, and then the fog lights, the daytime running lights difference, and then of course the grille, the famous Volvo grille. You can see the difference there between the old school XC90 lights and then its grille. Still beautiful. I love the classic, don't get me wrong, but this is very beautiful. Coming around the side, as you can see there, side by side, the XC90, the new one, looks longer and shorter, but has more space in the interior. I don't know if that, it's just the design. I mean, it's the way the lines are smooth, the way they cut across. As you can see there, I'll get you another angle here from the side, and then we'll flip these cars around and go around the back. So we have the back side of the XC90. As you can see here, this is the back of the original XC90. Very beautiful. I mean, in its time, it was elegant. As you can see here, I know this is a black car, so it's a little more challenging to see. Just the different curves. A lot more angles on the newer XC90. Almost like it has a lower tapering off point too, as you can see right here. If you notice, it kind of goes down, tapers back a little lower on the XC90. On this one, it does have the same back fin, and then that nice wide angle window in the back. But as you can see, the lights are more aggressive, and of course the entire bottom bumper is lower because it doesn't have the hitch. With all XC90s, the new ones, they have the power tailgate, unlike the other XC90 which did not have a power tailgate. I'm convinced there's more space back here. As you can see, there is some cubby holes in here, and then there's also grocery bag holder, and then a separate panel underneath as well, which add to the compartment space with the third row down. And then the third row in the XC90 is super easy on the new one. Click this, flat. Click this, flat. Completely flat. I put the mats back there, but you can see how much space and how flat that is. And then of course power tailgate goes down. On the original XC90, we had no power tailgate, and we had this kind of double section here. So we had that tailgate that came down, and then that second half that came up, and then so this is the space. So the cubbies aren't as deep in this, as you can see, and it's also not very flat. And then there wasn't a well, it was just this kind of crummy space. And then to put these down from this side would be impossible. You had to go around the other side and click the gear in, push the seat cushion in, and go back from there. So that is the back. So this is the side of the XC90, the original XC90. As you can see, very large, spacious, very classy, elegant lines. I love the original XC90, obviously. But let's take a look at the interior. So starting with the back row, we did still have the booster seat. As you can see, the moonroof, the largest I ever got, was to right there, so your backseat drivers didn't get a lot of moonroof action. And then you had your leather seating, which is beautiful, of course. And then the spacing was still really good. You used to push this forward, I still do. You push that forward, and then this is the third row back here. I'm gonna move this one out of the way so you can see better. So this is the third row, which is meant for mainly small children. So as I was showing you before on the back video, to get this seat to come down, you have to come on this side. You have to click this up, push that all the way back, and then pull this forward, and then it laid down flat. And then to get it back up, you have to push it up, push that up, and then pull this out to get that to come back forward. So that's the third row. let me show you what it's like in the new XC90. So the new XC90 coming forward, they've really made some advancements on the back seat here. As you can see, it's very thin and narrowed out. Look how much more space there is in the back seat. Now this has the Inscription package, so it does have these obvious fantastic Napa leather interior with the perforations and all that fun stuff. But to get into the back, you simply push this button here. It leans all the way forward, and then I remember I had the back seat down. To lift it up now, all you have to do is push that, and it automatically comes out. No more pulling on that seat cushion to come out. And then to get it to come forward again, just from behind, pull down, and there it is, flat. So very flat, very spacious. And then of course, as you can see on these, look how nice and thin. So they're a lot more rigid, but thinner. So you're getting more space in the back, more space in the front, and then look at how beautiful that is. Gigantic panoramic moonroof just comes back, so your back seat passengers, at least the second row, is just bathed in sunlight or moonlight or whatever it may be. And then of course the interior. Moving on to the interior of the original XC90, this has not been changed for a really long time. Very classic. As you can see there, your seats leather, same kind of style of seating from like 2004, even possibly older and up. And then you have the moonroof, which is, you know, that kind of size. Your bliss system used to have a camera down here, and there'd be like a little blinky light here. Power memory seats, the doors, as you can see here. Classic XC90. So you had a couple buttons here. You had your cruise control buttons here, and then your media buttons here, and then of course your phone stuff. The classic dials, those have been there since the original. So this is I'm in a 2014, so this is how the dials look in the last model of the XC90. And then you had your, if you had an advanced sound system, it'd be here, and then the navigation popped up on this little screen right there. And then you had all these buttons, so your radio, dials, all that fun stuff, and then the shift knob here, and then there's your side auto dimming rear view mirror, and then if it had a home link, it would be up here on the visor, as you can see there. So that's what the interior looks like on this. Taking a look at the interior of the new XC90 is a different story. As you can see, they've got a lot more accents, a lot more texture. There's more cubby hole space down here, and then the bliss now is going to blink on different spots on the actual mirror itself, and then they're all radar based and camera based. And then of course you've seen again the Inscription level front seating. It's got that beautiful long neck, as you can see there. Thinner profile, more safety but more comfort, and then of course a multitude of positions, power lumbar, power leg, all those kind of different points. And then on here, as with the traditional Volvos now, our media controls are controlled from the steering wheel itself, as you can see here. And then this is the interior, which is a little bit different than its predecessor. Let me back up a little bit. And so now we have a digital display. These can display things like what songs are playing, your turn-by-turn directions. If someone calls, that'll pop up on the screen. It's all digital. Everything can be controlled on this. And then of course what everybody's been lauding about for the last year now is that beautiful touchscreen interface. Very smooth, very easy to use. A light years different from, I mean, here's your GPS. Maximize that. See how fast and responsive that was. And then of course voice control, those are all new things. This is what your dash looks like, your turn. No more key in, key just stays in your pocket. And then this is kind of a classic turn knob, which is just beautiful and elegant. Different drive modes, and then look at all the different details on the passenger side. And then of course, again, you can't miss this giant panoramic moonroof. So, not very quick, but pretty thorough. The original XC90, the new. There you have it. Hope you enjoyed.